You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
What just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This... Heard something. Kill!
Over here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, straight call on that. I'd slap him. You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know. You think? Most marauders can't even talk. But criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable... Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Hello, Marauder. I am a... Please return and... Jettison. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to I am incapable of accepting. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship. Welcome back. I understand. You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol accordingly. Unfortunately, our engine, the main drive's astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator high capacity. I have taken this cart. Best of luck in your...
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here? Accidentally, brutally shot themselves, huh? Unbelievable. Second time this month. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt. That who died? Oh, right. Yeah, well, we do need all the hands we got, what with folks in Edgewater dropping off like cysty-pig tumors. Less competition, though, come promoting time. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh,
Come out and liberate you!
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Something got you down?
Nothing, just don't want to fall.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got orders from me.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this. The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through. I understand. Your business is your own. Nonetheless, you are welcome in our little outpost. Outsiders are a rare sight in the Vale. If you are a freelancer, then I have use for you. There is pay to be earned or supplies to tide you over. As you prefer.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson, I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways. I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto, at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of laymen's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal. Thank you. If you retreat...
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must... Yeah, that's us. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my... Over in the hot out. Enough with the question. Much obliged.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? Really?
Hi, Miss McDevitt.
Parvati. Are you still in the custom of collecting flowers? You're welcome to take your pick. I do apologize for visiting upon your intentions. You and yours are welcome here. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing, like everything else that comes out. He would do such a... Cannery's got... If you're... Think of... Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us. Shut down Reed's cannery. I trust you will listen to your...
Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. You mean about... I know, but real machines? The machine... Fixing the universe is...
Anything else I can do for you? I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once. Me and Mom. A little. If you think Reed... That's because Reed was my... My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. I could not possibly care less if he does.
You hungry? Fresh off the...
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Processing data.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Sweeping the area.
That's the last of them! Yeah, huh? Three switches. That'll be easy enough. 2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Processing. System. So
incoming!
No, just leave me alone. Get away! Not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. Get away! Get away! Get away! Get away! You're not real. You're not real. Get away! Most people? But I'm the only one left. No. Remember your first rule, Higgins. No. See? Of course. Chest. Oh. You know, you remind me of my... I discovered a flaw. Yes, there's a... Oh!
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Sleepy.
Get ready.
Investigate. Acquired.
Want to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil? Something you need?
Threat level. Unexpected. Now switching to garbage disposal mode. Resetting actions.
Celeste. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's no... Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're... I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of... Edgewater's... But the town's got... That sure sounds like... I hate to say... Sorry. Really? Thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but... What? Inside voices.
Processing. Security patrol initiated. Search concluded. No dissidents found.
Great work.
Reminder, please pay your gravesite.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Where to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Veil?
System.
The last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's no going back. Do you understand? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after, but the town's got... So... You did the brightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise.
Processing. Investing. Unexpected. Oh, really?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Sprat fell into a transformer again?
Adelaide's okay.
That's the thing about it. You killed my garden, destroyed. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. And you offering to cross Reed? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. Tell him this.
I know, I'm trying.
Everybody keep...
Marauders can't... The met... It's not like... Can't imagine...
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our... I trust Adelaide's people have seen... Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I am a Spacer's Choice man. I don't believe. You are disparaging our... We are a... I don't understand. The soil's gone. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly... Adelaide has been using... What are... You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down. If Adelaide... My life... A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show...
they come!